So growing food in Tasmania always presents its problems. We're dealing with a climate that doesn't always play ball. Amazing season this year, but what has changed the game for us are these tunnels. The first one, this one behind us, we put up about 8 years ago, and then about a year after that, so about 7 years ago, we put the one up that's on our left here. It's just a beautiful space in which to grow those crops that just need a bit more protection. And while there's stuff we grow in here that we still grow outside, it just makes a difference, and especially even in winter, getting things started earlier, protecting them from frost. At the moment, we've got our summer crops in, and come on inside, and Mitch can have a chat about what we've got and how they're going this year.
So as you'll come in here, you'll see this is our tomato tunnel this year. And the benefits of having our greenhouse structure is that we have quite a compact plant spacing. So we utilize strings, which are called tomahawks, which we actually just run off cables off the ceiling of the tunnel. And the strings will come down into the ground, and we just wrap the tomato around the twine. And we actually prune all our tomatoes, and we'll see with our cucumbers. We prune them to a single leader, which means we just have one stem. And then that way, the plant doesn't bush out too much. And so we can have lots of plants in a really small amount of space. And each plant will be more productive that way. It'll put off more fruit. And so the other benefits of the tunnel, of course, as Rodney was talking about, is that we just get increased heat. And in Tasmania, even in early summer or late spring, the weather's quite erratic, and we can get late frosts, and it's something that we're protected from in our tunnel. There are some issues with protected growing. Obviously, pests and diseases can become quite a big issue because there's no rain coming through, there's nothing flushing the system out. And so we have a few measures to safeguard against that. So on the sides of the tunnels, we actually plant cover crops. And this way we hope to bring in beneficial insects and provide a habitat for them. And so hopefully they will prey on some of the insects. So we can have issues with whiteflies or issues with aphids or spider mite. And we've found over the last couple of seasons that there has been some reduction in those pests. Something else we also do, if we're finding that there's too many pest issues, we'll also bring in certain bugs and release them into this tunnel. Because it's a closed environment, it can be quite effective in just reducing pest populations sometimes. And so overall, this year's looking very promising. We're seeing lots of good growth on the plants, and the weather's been great. So we've got high hopes for a very productive season.